Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Skrep Makenik. Hello, little Liddy Kittle Crafter. I think I like that name better than Little Kitty Crafter. But Little Kitty Crafter, you are first. David Morley with a close second. Hello, Jira. Ada. Assassin 122. Buzz Lightyear. Kajellan? Or is that pronounced like PewDiePie's last name? Kajelberg. So it'd be like Shellin, right? Hey, Checo. Well, thanks, David. You are awesome as well. But only if you hit that like button. Anyway, so last time we were making, this is the third arcade game that I made, that you see right here. Hold on. Wait. There we go. 2 to start. So this game is, it's actually very similar to some of the other games that I made, and it's going to be similar to the game that we're making today. Today we're going to be making Flappy Bird. Hold on, I'm kind of focused on this game right now. I mean, it's pretty easy to start off with. You just stay in the middle and you're pretty much good to go. But as the walls start to shrink, then the cave will actually get crazier and crazier. Yeah, because it actually has more room to go up and down. But to be perfectly honest, like, I could have stayed in the middle this whole time, and the walls wouldn't have hit me. Okay, now we're actually getting a little bit smaller. Getting a little bit smaller. Oh, thanks for the super chat. You're trying to distract me, though. Try to distract me. I gotta get a high score. My high score's on the bottom left there. It's like 4,900. And my current score, oh my god, 3,300. Yeah, so this arcade game and all the other arcade, oh my god, speaking is hard today. This arcade game and all the other arcade games that I've made, they're already available on the workshop. I think personally my favorite might be the raindrop dodging game. Oh, I hit the top. Yeah, I don't think I got a high score. Shoot. Well, anyway. Jorrit, thank you so much for the €5. Well, I keep my promises. How was your ice cream? Nice yesterday? Was your ice cream nice yesterday? I didn't have ice cream. I didn't. I don't know why. I was just really tired yesterday, so instead of having ice cream, I just slept. And then I, slept for like 15 hours straight, and then today I kind of woke up. I was a little loopy. Brain's not fully recovered from the not sleep and then the 15 hours of sleep. It's not good. It's not good for your brain to do that. But anyway, this was arcade game number 3. Oh, that was weird. Let's go ahead and delete this. Although, actually, I might spawn it back in to steal the screen off of it. Because it's got a nice big screen. I'm going to use that for Flappy Bird. But the other one... Yeah, there we go. This is one of my favorite arcade games that I've made so far. Oh, hey, Mr. Partisan, how's it going? Let's get rid of that. Wait, what are my controls? Okay, just 2 and 3. So yeah, this arcade game is pretty easy, except that I failed it right away. And then the first one that we made, The arcade game that we're making today, Flappy Bird, is actually most like the first arcade game that we ever made, which was based on the Google Chrome game Dino Jump. Is that what I called it? Called it Dino Jump. So as soon as we play this, you're gonna see just how much like Flappy Bird it actually is. Oh, there we go. So this is basically like we only have obstacles on the bottom, and we just have ginormous bird flaps. Yeah, just to create that simple jumping animation. So this is basically the game that we're going to be remaking, except obstacles are going to spawn on the top and bottom, proportional to each other, so that like the gap is always the same size. So it's actually a lot like the other one with the snake in the cave. Hello, foggy contacts. So yeah, the snake game that we saw earlier, I'm probably going to use the obstacle generation from that game. Maybe. And then I'm going to use like the jumping animation for this game. I think I'm also going to use... Okay, let's just delete this for now. I think I'm also going to try and make this next arcade game with an actual color screen. So let's spawn in... What was that SF cave? There we go. We're going to steal the screen. Oh my gosh. That lagged my game quite a bit. We're going to steal the screen off of this game. Why is my game lagging so bad? It's kind of weird to think about, like Skrep Makenik supports some of the weirdest things, and then all of a sudden just lags for seemingly no reason. Can I delete blocks? Thanks. Crap. I didn't mean to delete that. Alright. We'll try that again. Try that again. Durf, how did you decide on your channel name? That's a great question. I didn't decide on it. Durf has just been a nickname for years. Lots of people call me Durf, and that's just it. That's just it. Not a whole lot of thinking went into it. It's just like, hey, people call me Durf anyway, so might as well just be called Durf. People also know it as my username for like a lot of online games in the past as well, so Durf is Dutch for dare. Yeah. There's also an Urban Dictionary definition for Durf, and let's just say if that's what if that's actually what it means, then YouTube would terminate my channel almost immediately. Alright. I'm like destroying all the logic that I actually want to take a look at. So I might have to spawn in yet another one. There we go. Alright, so I got my screen. And I guess we'll delete this. And we'll take a look at it. We'll start building out the new case. We'll take a look at some of the other logic examples as we're building it. Okay, so then for the screen, let's just sort of reset all the colors just by connecting. I'm gonna leave this break in the connections because this is also where I want the Flappy Bird to be. So let's disconnect this one. There we go. Yeah. I'm thinking about how I want to do this. So like, for this game, I kind of want to actually have a color screen. So in the back, I'm going to have to put in the logic to actually have the different colors. But it's relatively going to be the same game. So instead of black and white, we're just going to have a blue background with green obstacles for the pipes. And then our Flappy Bird will either be yellow or red. Not sure yet. Alright. So let's start building out the case. What does Durf mean in the Urban Dictionary? I can't say on YouTube. I guess I'm just gonna build it out of the same stuff that I usually build it out of. So let's build the outside here. The frame, anyway, for the screen. And then we'll start with the back. Just put like a little platform. Just like always. I'm gonna try and make it not so deep, I guess, this time. Because like the logic for these arcade games don't take up a lot of space, like ever. All of the arcade games that I built so far, they could have been like much smaller. It's just the screen that takes up the most space. As a matter of fact, they could have been like 2 blocks thick. If I, just learned, if I just knew exactly what I was doing with the logic to begin with. But most of these arcade games are sort of like a learning process for me. So I just sort of like build enough area for me to experiment and roll with it. Yeah, hopefully this is enough space. Isn't Durf also the number between 5 and 6 in iCarly? What? I don't watch the show, so I can't tell you. Yeah, let's just give this some little feetsies. Like this. You might also have to move. Actually, right here should be fine. It's nice and flat. Okay. Or we could just move to the launch platform. That makes more sense. Oh, hey, Ghost. Oh, never mind. You can't post links. What were you trying to post? I mean, if it's something that you want to share with me, you could share it on my Discord. Okay. So let's get started with Flappy Bird. First things first, I'm going to put in the number values for the different colors. I'm going to save most of this area on the left here for the actual obstacle generation, so let's, you know what, let's stick the color info on top. I never use the ceiling on these things. So there is a way for me to actually do this in a much better way. I'm gonna better way. I'm gonna store some color info in memory panels. Okay, but first, I actually have to generate the colors. Let's grab a new RGB block for testing purposes. Bam, we got our RGB system set up. Alright. So, what am I doing? Alright. And we'll increment these by 100. So, I guess the sky color will be sort of a light blue. Kind of hard to see in the shade. Yeah, I think that's a nice sky color. Could maybe lighten it a little bit. That's a very bright sky color. Let's try a little bit more blue than green. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that for the sky color in our game. Okay, so let's see now. I just want to make sure like what number it is before trying anything too fancy with it. Because this RGB value can be represented by a single number. I don't know how many. That's actually too many numbers. Yeah, because there's only like 16 million colors. I don't need 100 million digit 100 million digit places. Okay. Right. It's such a low number because it's still, there's no red in it. So if you guys don't know how RGB colors work, well, you guys probably know how RGB colors work. Like, you just go from 0 to 255 for each color component. But how that all gets added together in like computer language, it puts it all into one number out of 16 million colors. So if you ever see color codes like FFFFFF for white, that's hexadecimal. Those are hexadecimal values. Like FF in hexadecimal is 255 in decimal. So really what it's doing with 6 digits of hexadecimal, it's just a number. Like 255 takes up only 2 digit places. There we go. 2 digit places in hexadecimal. So 255 for the first 2 digits, 255 for the next 2 digits. So really what you're doing is 255 times 256 times 256. And that's 16,777,000 such and such colors. Anyway, so like when you add red color components, you're just adding it to the front of the number. Yeah, and that's why we don't have any. That's why we have a relatively small number out of 60. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, like usual. So let's take this number. I guess we'll stick it in just a black colored number block. There we go. We'll set it in there. And we'll write that number to memory. Perfect. So now I have the blue color saved up and ready to go. Can I... Let's copy that blue color. There we go. So now I can see which memory panel is which color without having to paint them. Maybe there's a better way of doing that. There's probably a much better way of doing that. Let me just... let me just do this, and then I'll paint... Because I only need 3 colors, right? So I'll just paint this one blue. This one will be green, and then the other one will be yellow. And those are all the colors I need. So anyway, we saved blue. Now let's go and create the green that I'm going to need for... for the pipes. Because we're making Flappy Bird, right? Time to find out how dumb Durf is. Oh, you don't need to... I mean, if you've been watching my videos, you know that is very much dumb. That's looking pretty green. Maybe we can add a little bit of blue. No. No. We want it to be very green. If anything, we want to add a little bit of red. To make it kind of like a yellowish green. Now, let's just leave it green. Green. Maybe a dark green. We'll go with that. Connect that to the second one. And save that value. There we go. Now, we're going to be saving the yellow value for the bird. The little birdie. Hold on. Yeah, that's... that was much faster. Okay. So we'll save this then for the yellow color. And we have all the colors we need readily available right here. So we can get rid of all of this now. And we can start painting everything blue. This is actually going to be like a very fast version of Flappy Bird. But I'm basically going to create the same games that I already created. Oh, you know what? I forgot to shrink my connection dots yet again. Shoot. But anyway, I'm basically going to create the same, like, that snake cave game for the obstacles on top and bottom, except I'm going to send them in increments, just like the Dino Jump game. But I'll probably make them, like, 4 blocks wide? I don't know. I was thinking the obstacles could be, like... It's going to be going across the screen pretty fast. Relative to what Flappy Bird actually is. So if they're just 4 blocks across, then it's pretty simple. But I was thinking maybe if I did something like this, then they'd actually look like pipes. Right? I don't know. Because then, well, it's not like super difficult, but it's gonna take some extra logic just to make those obstacles look like pipes. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I do watch your videos, but when you edit them, you seem very smart. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna edit them to make me look stupid. What? What? Well, especially for videos like on my second channel, you know, dedicated for Scrap Mechanic mods. Those videos are scripted, right? Like I write the script out, I plan what's gonna be shown on camera, and then I record the audio, then I usually record the video. I don't, like, it's not built at the same time like that. It's built in pieces. That's an actual, like, production type of thing. This channel is complete garbage compared to that channel. Anyway. I guess it's time to spawn in some of those other arcade games to see what I did, because I don't actually remember. Hello, William Plays. What did you miss? Not much. Not much at all, actually. We're building another arcade game, and today's game is Flappy Bird. So this is what I have so far, is just an empty case with the screen, and the colors that I'm going to be using for the game. I still have to do all of the logic. But Flappy Bird is basically just a one-button game. I might even make the on button the same button. But anyway, let's spawn in. I guess let's spawn in. Let's start off with the bird physics, I think. So let's spawn in my old dino jump. Cool, the game's not lagging too bad. That's always a good sign. Okay, so this was the logic section that actually makes the dino jump on the screen. And then this is all the stuff. What's the jump button actually connected to so that I can show you? Okay, well I don't think I can show you. Maybe I can. I cannot. I just ruined the game. Okay. I think that worked, except I can't actually show you while looking down. Yeah, it's such a short jumping time, I can't actually show you. Unless I move the button here. Wow, that's actually a short button. And now I ruined it. But basically I want something like this where like it goes up and then accelerates back down. Except I want to be able to do multiple jumps. So this actually, the new game's actually gonna require less logic. Yeah. Because this dino jump has logic to make sure that you can't jump while you're in the air. Although, I guess that means I'm gonna have to put in more logic to make sure you stay in the screen area. Maybe it'll be instant game over if you leave the screen. Okay, so how did I do this jump? Okay. 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 So how I did it, I'll show you. We'll build it right now. But how I did it was I had one counter block for the actual like vertical position, and then another counter block for the downwards acceleration. I think. So when we press jump, it's actually just going to add a +1. Is that what I want? Yeah. It's just going to add a +1 to the other counter block. So we're going to be accelerating at a rate of 1. But then I had a bunch of memory bits down here. I had a bunch just because setting... Hold on, I'm going to move this up a little bit. Okay, so this is our jump button. And I'll put a little bit of a number display, just like I had before, so that you can see the number. Yeah, I'm not going to need more than that. Okay, our screen is not like hundreds and hundreds of pixels tall, but I'm putting that large of a number just... Our jump is going to get a little crazy at first, and then we'll refine it a little bit as we go. So this is our vertical position on the screen. I'm going to have to start in the center. I'll worry about that later. As a matter of fact, this will just be the offset from the center. So I'll just do like, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'll just do whatever this is, plus 8. So even if this is a negative number, we'll just be below 8. Anyway. Psst. Don't mind me just doing a plug for Durf. But go buy some of his merch if you can, he needs monies. I mean, it's not like I'm poor, but it's just one of those things where if YouTube isn't paying the bills, then I gotta stop doing YouTube and, you know, go do something that does. But yeah, merch is available now. I'm not sure if it shows underneath this live stream. Durf, if I donate €2, how much do I actually get? In Super Chat, I think it's like most of it, like 90% or something like that. If you PayPal me directly or through Patreon, then it's like significantly more than that. YouTubers, like from videos and advertisements and YouTube Premium and stuff like that, it's nowhere near as much. It's actually like 50%. So like think about all the YouTube channels making money on YouTube. They are actually getting only half. And YouTube is getting 50% of all those channels. So like YouTube's making a ton of money. Like you think a YouTuber makes a lot. No way, not compared to YouTube. Like a real job. Wait, what? Well, first of all, YouTube is a real job. I just don't treat it like one because it hasn't been paying like a real job anyway. So I'm kind of doing things backwards in that I'm waiting for YouTube to pay like a real job before I treat it like a real job. I should probably be doing it the other way around. But anyway, the other job that I've had before was doing like okay, well, the job before the job that I have, quote-unquote, now, was doing tech support, basically. I'm the guy that you call for your computer or service provider issues, and I help fix your stuff. or transfer you over to like billing or whatever. Anyway, let's fill in those memory bits. But yeah, the job that I have, that I quote-unquote have now, I put quotes because the market for that job kind of took a dump. But yeah, it was like a freelance web developer. Not so much a designer, because web design is relatively easy. But developer, so like I would write the programs and handle the database stuff on the back end. Usually some hosting stuff. Okay, so when we press the button, we instantly get 1, and that turns on all these memory bits. And these memory bits will reduce this counter block. I have to color them. I also probably don't need this many. Let's go with just like 1 for now. So it'll turn on the memory bit, and the memory bit will reduce by 0.1. Okay, and then if... I mean, let's just see how this goes. So we do this, we're instant... Oh, geez, that is fast. That is crazy fast. Stop, stop. How do you stop? Stop. That is crazy fast. Holy moly. Okay, okay. Let's look at that again. Pay attention to these digits. This is the 1's place, and this is the 10's place. So, as soon as I hit this, we jump, like we're going up, and then we just go back down to into negative numbers like instantly. Okay, actually, that wasn't too bad. We jumped up like up to 5, and then went back down almost instantly. All right, let's build a thing. Let's build some math so that we can actually get our position tracked on screen. How did I do it over here? I heard something about a new program next to Twitch as a competitor for YouTube in the future that promises to pay its creators better. I mean, Twitch... I'm already a Twitch affiliate, so I'm getting paid by Twitch. I have some Twitch subs. It's still, like, it's actually... It's not even comparable to my YouTube, to be honest. But, you know, just being a Twitch affiliate is not... Like, I'm a YouTube partner. I'm in the partner program for YouTube. But I'm not in the partner program for Twitch. There's like different levels of Twitch. Basically, I just need to have an average of 75 viewers per stream for like a period of 30 days before my Twitch channel will be reviewed for the partner program. And yeah, never hit those numbers on Twitch. I've definitely had over like 100 viewers on YouTube. Although I think today actually we don't seem to have that many viewers. It's only 31 right now. At least that's what YouTube's telling me. It might have been all those Satisfactory streams that people maybe don't like. Okay, so here I just need to store the values for every vertical pixel. Okay. And then I just check if it's less than or greater than. Alright, easy peasy. with your old / pre-YouTube job. What? I'm not sure what you're asking. Okay, so we have 16 pixels tall, and I'm gonna need that many logic gates, and then twice that many math blocks next to them. Same setup. We're just checking to see. Let's do that from the top down. I actually don't know which side I need. But obviously we're just gonna see if it's, well, maybe I will. Let's put these blocks here just in case. But I probably won't need them. Alright, let's paint all this. And this is our position. So what we're gonna have to do then is check. I wonder which way is faster. Not this way. I have to go backwards. Yeah. Actually, I should do less than on the left side, right? And then greater than on the right side. I mean, it doesn't matter, because it just depends on how I wire it. Can you guys tell I'm a little loopy today? Oh, that lack of sleep yesterday didn't really help. Alright, and then we'll just do... Okay. Oh, I actually have to set number values to this stuff. Okay. 1, disconnect. 2, disconnect. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and there we got 1 through 16 stored in counter blocks. Now we're just gonna check our position. I guess we're going to we're gonna do that +8 right now. So our actual position is going to be this this guy right here. And then we're just going to check if our position is less than or greater than the pixel 1 through 16. Pixel height, anyway, 1 through 16. Like most of these games, we don't actually have like an actual two-dimensional screen. It's just a one-dimensional game with like a bunch of delayed pixels. Oh, hi, Brent. Mod pack, when built in a certain way, gives it... What? You come into my streams and say some random stuff sometimes. Although I think I can show you what Brent's talking about. That is if you guys want to see it. The glitch. Anyway, so is white less than or equal to black? It's not less than or equal to, it's just less than. Oh, right, never mind. There we go. I was wondering why those gates weren't, lighting up. But of course, the bottom ones shouldn't light up. I probably should have connected these first. So yeah, so far this is pretty simple stuff. If you don't know what's happening, we're just connecting 1 through 16 on a vertical column that just checks. Did I already do that? I just disconnected something I just did. We're just checking if the counter block that represents our position on the screen is less than or greater than the pixel values 1 through 16. So it's not less than, and it's not... Oh, do I have to make them... I think I have to make them less than or equal to. How is this not equal? How is this not equal to 8? I'm literally putting in a value of 8. It should be equal. That actually doesn't make sense. We gotta check this. We gotta check this. Hold on. There's probably an easy way to fix this too. Okay, so the reason why I set it up like this, I was just planning on connecting the two logic gates so when both conditions are true, we know we're in between Because, like, these are just integer increments, right? Like 1 through 16. So if our height value is actually like 2.5, then we can't show between, you know, the second and third pixel. We can't show in between that. So both of them would be off unless I did less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. Then it would actually show pixel 2. Right? But I should only have to do that for one side. This is confusing me. This is confusing me. So, instead what I'm going to do then is... let me test something out real quick. If I do... Okay, if I do a decimal number 1.6, and I'm going to stick that in a rounding function, and that's obviously just going to come out to two, no decimal place. Okay, and now if I add in another number, let's say another 2, right into the rounding function, okay, it just adds it together. Cool, that's nice and useful. So then, I can just change this to rounding. There we go. And then all of this can go away. It's actually really confusing me how I did this for other games, and it's not working for this game. I apparently forgot how to make arcade games. And it's probably because my brain is thinking, play satisfactory. Man, I am so addicted to that game now. So now all I need to do then is just check if they're equal. And this will work, giving me only one pixel position. Look at that. Got a working solution with less logic. Durf just gave up reading the chat. You know, I'm terrible. I'm actually terrible for reading chat. I'm sorry, guys. You know, most of my streams I look over at chat and it's people saying that I don't read chat. All right, I'll take a minute to actually look. What do you guys want to tell me? I'll read everything that you have to say in chat, but only for the next minute, and then I'm never looking at chat again. I'm joking, by the way. I'll look at chat every now and then. But to be perfectly honest, like, you gotta understand, you know, when you're streaming something, and then you just read somebody say, like, give me shout out, like, it's kind of, you know. Oh, thank you, Teddy Tommy. Andy Davis asks, how are you good at math? The answer is, I'm not. Durf, if you would have used your previous network, you'd have to use min less than or equal to value less than max. Oh, less than the max. Right, it's both less than. Satisfactory mods. It's too early. It's too early in the game for me to even think about that. I have to finish the game and then get bored of it before I'm even motivated to make mods for it. But it's a possibility. It's a real possibility that I could make mods for Satisfactory. How are you good at Durf derp? What? What? Oh, thanks, Sonic fan. Use a welder, or make a welder block, please. That's just not possible in Skrep Mechanic. Skrep Mechanic's a very weird game. Like, from a modding standpoint, because, like, I've made mods for lots of other games. Lots and lots of other games. Anyway, let's test out the jumping thing, shall we? So this just represents our character position on the screen now. Let's put a button here so that I can actually see it as I press it. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. How was that? Did I not wire them up or something, or what? When I press this button, we have number values over there. Maybe it's just so fast that, Oh, Jorrit, 200, thank you for the €2. Thanks a ton, bud. Have a dono for the lols, and yes, you are the best. Nah. Durf welder block is possible, but it'll be broken AF. Well, that's because I haven't told you how to code it yet. Oh my god. That just kills me on the inside because, yeah. I basically yell at Brent to code things sometimes, when really I should just do it myself. Alright. How's this? It's still, like, not working. How? We're rounding a decimal number, so it should... Here. We're gonna get a display going. What is this number doing? Alright, right now it's 8. 8.0. And if I press this... What the heck? Oh my god, has it really been an hour already? I can tell, because every hour YouTube likes to stop my music playlist. Durf, what programming languages do you like the most? Well, considering I do web development stuff, I have... If you were to... Because, like, there's a lot of things that you can do server side for websites, like Python, Ruby, PHP. My choice would be PHP, just because you can do what's the term? There's like object-oriented programming, and then there's also another version of whatever. But anyway, that's server side stuff. For client-side stuff, I'd go with JavaScript. Although for programs, for like actual programs, I probably just do C++. Yeah, but considering that I'm considering trying later this year making a Skrep Makenik knockoff game for the lulz, I'd probably have to do it in Unity, which is C#. It's not too different though. Durf, counter going into a counter will cause immensely fast counting up, but that's why this is only 0.1, right? We're only doing okay. I'll do 0.001 there, and oops, there. All right. You know what? You might have been right. It's just too fast. Let's see how that looks. It just disappears. It just doesn't make sense. How is it 5.7 alright? What? Wait, what? It's not negative anymore. Huh? How come this is doing a thing? Let's take this off. Negative 5.72 rounded is apparently 0. Okay. That might have been my issue, was just the counter block was painted for some reason. Why is it painting white painted counter block ruining the round function? Oh, is that setting what to round it by? That might be the issue. Alright, we probably just need to update that display so that it actually is clear that's what we're rounding it by. So I was rounding the number 8 by negative 5.72. Alright. Let's reset this then. We'll try this again. So then 0. Let's put in our value of 8. Okay. So we have 8. We jump. Alright. So we just fell down. Let's take this off. We do need like an on switch. For decreasing our height. I'm just gonna put it right here for now, but this is like basically when we turn the game on, we're turning gravity on. And then this will just be jump. So every time we jump, no, that's not it. Every time we jump, what we want to do is reset this counter block, and then also add. We want to do two things every time we jump. We're gonna reset our acceleration, but then at the same time, or I guess slightly after it, then we're gonna add upwards acceleration. So we do a little flap. Alright, let's try that. Why are we at 7? There we go. So we'll turn the game on. We got gravity going. Our flaps are really not working. And that's because our flaps are just not big enough. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so let's actually then give ourselves quite a big flap. And we'll see. Now I'm starting to understand what's happening here. Okay, turn on the game. Wow. That's a very slow flap. And very high up. Yeah, that's very slow. Let's turn this off. Reset. Okay. So let's speed up then. Speed up gravity a little bit. I might have to use multiple memory bits just to properly set those flap rate that I want. Yeah, that's not quite the flaps that I'm looking for. Okay. Thank you, Jorrit, for the €1 super chat. Dude, you are legendary. I might have to give you a special role in my Discord. The legendary donator role. Oh, I also realized in chat, Brent was trying to tell me Durf the round function rounds by the white input. Whoops. Durf, there's Unreal Engine for C++, but then you have to deal with Epic Games. Yeah. I mean... Yeah, no. I like the Unreal Engine is pretty good for I saw something weird. Anyway, the Unreal Engine is great for making like realistic looking games, like high resolution textures, great bump maps and all that stuff. Unity games tends to be great for, I mean, both engines are actually great for just about anything. But it's actually really easy to create cartoony looking games in Unity. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using Unity for that. Just because it's like mostly already Skrep mechanic. Durf, make a Satisfactory game in Skrep mechanic and it will be so good that you will probably never play Satisfactory again. I don't know about that, man. But yeah, actually, I could make... my knockoff Skrep mechanic game could have actual crafting. See, survival mode's coming out this year, though, and we're supposed to have crafting and tubes and stuff like that already in Skrep mechanic. We just never, we've never seen it yet. Anyway, let's actually do the thing that I am supposed to be doing. We'll try doubling up this rate. And let's see how that goes. Okay, so that's about the range that I want. But I want it to be happening faster. This is way too floaty. Like, you can just press jump, 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 and go all the way to the top. Yeah, actual Flappy Bird is a little bit, well, it's not quite that slow. Or you know what? Maybe that's fine, actually. Maybe that's perfectly fine if I just double up the gravity. And then also double up the jump power. Or maybe triple it. I don't know if this will work. I mean, it should, right? 3 tick buttons into a counter block? That should work. Holy moly. I forgot that's changing rate of acceleration, not position. Well, it's faster, so we're getting there. I don't know, let's see how 2 does. Oh, we got problems. Okay, let's see how 2 does. It's faster, but it's still really floaty. The problem is, I think one of these like red memory bits was too much. So this is counting down, or this is like changing the rate of acceleration by 0.000. No, wait, it's 0.004. 1, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001. Did I do the purple, or is this... Oh, this... Okay, this is a pink, so it's 004 is what I'm counting down by. And if I did one of these... instead, that might be too fast. I think I already tested this, but I think it's too fast. Let's set that to a third tick button again. So we have more jumping oomph. You know, that's actually not that bad. I might go with this for the final flapping motion. I think this feels just about right. Okay. I think we've got it. And I only needed one memory bit for that. Whoops. Okay. So now let's get that position. And what did I do here for this dino jump? I actually can't tell. All these gates are facing a direction that they're all facing up, so I can't actually see what they are. Durf, the speed seems to be okay. Durf, read my next chat post. My circle is normal, yet I don't get pregnant. What can I use? What? My circle is normal, yet I still don't get pregnant. I honestly don't... What am I reading? What does that mean? Durf, I'm gonna have my own YouTube channel. Cool. Cool, Gavin. That's really cool. One point of advice. YouTube gaming is... How do I put it? YouTube gaming... There's like millions and millions of YouTube gaming channels. You have to do something that's... You either just have to be like really entertaining as a person, or have some kind of unique talent to get noticed by anyone on YouTube. That's basically what it comes down to. You either have to be funny and make people laugh, or have something special. And I don't, you know, am I funny? I don't think so. Am I special? I mean, maybe. I make mods for games, but I'm not sure if that's enough. Hello, Ethanator. Just dropped in for a bit. Cool. YouTube gaming is trash is what you meant. I guess so. But yeah, there's like millions of channels, and like everybody tries YouTube gaming because they all want to be like their favorite channel or something like that, or they think it'll be easy. And you know, like, you gotta remember, YouTube is, what am I doing right now besides, like, why am I crushing myself? But anyway, YouTube is a gaming, or not a gaming, an entertainment industry, right? So it's, you gotta remember that it's not just, Twitch is the place if you want to go to if you just want to sit down and play video games. And you know, some people don't even interact with their chat at all, like me, or you know, they don't even care if they have viewers or not. They just play their, you know, normally when they're playing video games, they just stream it to Twitch. That's the place to go if you just want to do that. And then if you're lucky, you also get pretty famous. But then Twitch also focuses on your gaming skill. Like, you have to be good for people to want to watch you. Like, if you're watching Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever, mostly skill-based games, then you gotta be skillful at the game. Anyway, let's get our character position on screen finally, and then we're gonna make use of our yellow color for our bird. So for this entire row of pixels, I want it to be either, wait, for this entire row of pixels, or this column I mean, I want it to be one of 3 colors. I think let's get started on the obstacles, maybe. I already spent an hour on on this tiny amount of logic. So let's get started on the obstacles. If our on switch is on, then we want to start generating obstacles. Let's see what I did here. It's basically going to be the same thing. Right. Right, I needed... two random values. Okay, so then every time... So if the game is on, I get a random value between something and something else. Oh, this is the time. This is the time in between obstacle generation. Okay. So every so often then. We'll do the same thing. Is it an obstacle every second? They're going to be moving pretty fast across the screen, unless I make like a proper arcade game to slow down the pixels. Or I could just like double up the screen and then connect them in sort of like a zigzag sawtooth pattern to make the pixels twice as slow. But I think that's actually going to be too much logic for the game to handle, so let's... Yeah, let's do between 1 and 2 seconds. Okay, so this is every 1 and 2 seconds, we're gonna get a random number in between that. Like this. $78, $49. Yeah, just a random number. That's all we need. Durf, can you show the dino game? I haven't seen it, and I can imagine many others haven't either. Okay. I didn't take anything apart in here, did I? This is the dino jump game. It's based on the Chrome browser game. Oh my god, I failed already. No, wait, that actually counted. Yeah, that's our dino jumping on the left side over there. And we have random cacti in the desert. Oh, shoot. So if you ever got the not connected to the internet message, oh my god. If you ever had that not connected to the internet message with a little dino in Google Chrome, you can click the dino and play the dino jump game, where he's just running across the desert and you have to jump over the cacti. Oh my god, that counted. Puh. Alright, well I got 10. I got a high score of 10. So that's basically the dino game. Yeah, Google Chrome is actually pretty smart for giving you a game to play when you don't have internet. Anyway, so this is what we're going to be doing every between 1 and 2 seconds, or exactly 1 second, or exactly 2 seconds. We're going to generate a new obstacle. So how we're going to do that is, and this just resets the time that we're going to get. Gets a new random number. So how we're going to do that then is we're going to get a counter. This is going to, I guess, count up. Do we need a memory bit for that? Yes, we do. Why is my game lagging sometimes? Alright. Do I need a memory bit for that? Yes. No. Because there's one right here. Oh, but that's colored. I can't use it. Alright, that's fine. So the memory bit's basically just going to be a switch. So when the game is on, we are going to be counting up. And when this number is greater than, you have to paint that white. And so when this number is greater than the random number that we have, then it's going to generate a new random number. Can this can be white, right? And still generate a new number? Yes. Okay. So then it will clear this counter and generate a new random number. So I'll show you how that works right now. You'll see this tick button press itself. Will it do that? Yes, it will. It'll press itself every so often between 1 and 2 seconds. Or not, apparently. Apparently I need a logic gate to do that. Okay. There we go. So that's what's going to send obstacles down the screen. Little Mario pipes on the top and bottom. Now to generate the obstacles, I need basically this pixel information here. I'm going to have to wire it across all the way. But I'm going to generate... Let's get another random number generator. We're gonna get, I guess, between... What's the maximum... Let's play around with this jumping thing again for a little bit. I want to see how difficult... I think... Okay, I'm gonna try and keep it... you know the metal... The metal texture lines. Yeah, the game's gonna be really difficult. Or maybe not, because the obstacles also move across the screen pretty fast. So if I put a gap in the pipes that's like 4 blocks tall as a gap, then the highest obstacle that I want to make is probably this tall, however this tall is, which is 9 pixels. So then I'll just do a number generator between 1 and 9, or 2 and 9. And then always make the assumption that it's 4 pixels in between the 2 pipes, and then the rest will just be the other obstacle. So really what I'm doing then is generating a full line of obstacles and putting in a gap, a 4 pixel gap, somewhere. I still don't know if I want it to be 4 pixels though. Alright, well let's get started then with the we'll just use this, and we'll use random between... Oh wait, that's the wrong block. Random between 2 and but 8, 9, 10. Yeah, random between 2 and 10. So that an obstacle will never be at the very top of the screen and never, or like the gap will never be at the very top or very bottom. There's always going to be 2 pixels on top and 2 pixels on bottom. Okay, so this is going to give me the position of the bottom of the gap. Which right now is 6. Okay. Alright then, so what I really want is wait, which number's bigger? Oh, the green is actually a smaller number than the... Oh, of course, than the cyan. I picked a dark green. And the cyan probably has a greater green value anyway. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then that's how I can check. Green is smaller. So then I can do... What can I do? Because I want this to be a colored game, right? Okay, 7,000 some number. Whoops, there's no number block there. And I didn't need to paint it anyway. $7,910. Okay, so I'll always just generate then blue sky, and then anytime I want to generate an obstacle, I'll just subtract this number, and it'll be the green value. That's how that works, right? I'm really like, I mean, I'm not low on sleep today because I slept quite a bit, but not sleeping for 24 hours yesterday and then oversleeping last night. I'm kind of loopy today. Okay, we got our random obstacle height. So then I guess for this, every time this clicks, I'm gonna use is that even what I want to do? I could multiply this. Okay, so I'm connecting a number 4 to the tick button, so that makes the tick button last 4 seconds. And okay, so now we're gonna multiply that. So now we basically have this value on an on-off switch for 4 ticks, which is gonna be the width of my pipes. Okay. Okay. Now, whoops, I don't want that to be upside down. Just for my own sanity. So I think this is going to be what controls the obstacle generation in total. And it's going to be blue for all of them. Minus this multiplication. I think. We might actually have to do something. Well, we are going to have to do something else, but I'm not sure what yet. Just sort of winging it here. No pun intended, because this is Flappy Bird. Alright. And then we're going to subtract. Let's paint that. Let's paint that black. Make a 3D game, Durf. I mean, I could. Create Geometry Dash. How are you going to send the pipes? Well, we'll see. Durf, my dad is watching, so can you explain to him in baby language what is going on? Oh, I'm sorry, how long ago is that? That was probably like a while ago. So what's happening is we're creating an arcade game, and I'm using a special mod part in the game that lets me display colors. So right now I'm creating a screen. If you know the game Flappy Bird, it's just a game where we have a bird that flaps up and down in between obstacles that are generated on the top and bottom. So you have to fit through the gap. And every time you pass an obstacle, it'll count up your score. So anyway, I'm doing the, I'm just building the math and the logic behind the game right now. And doing it on stream so that people can see, I guess, how to use some of these mod parts to make whatever they can imagine. So over here I have the logic for the bird flopping up and down. Like this, this column of blocks here represents the bird flopping up and down. Like this. This is our bird. Yeah. And then eventually I'm gonna have to connect it to the screen here to actually display the bird. But right now I'm working on the obstacle generation. So we're going to be generating obstacles that go across the screen for our bird to avoid. Getting questions like that, it's actually really hard to answer because, like, it's hard to know how much the person asking knows. Like, maybe they don't know what connection lines are in Skrep Makenik. You know, so then I'd have to explain that these blocks hold number values, and this is the wiring that... It's weird to think about, because, like, if you have programming experience, you know that programming in Skrep Makenik is very different. Like, very, very different. In fact, I'd say it's probably easier to just learn a programming language. Anyway, let's connect this stuff up. We're probably gonna have to, like, reconnect it all later anyway. But this will give us some results that we can see almost immediately. And we'll get a feel for how the game's gonna work. And then we'll move on from there. Alright. So let's press the button and see what it does. Perfect. How is this not working? Oh, wait. It's it's not working because I didn't actually connect it to the screen. Doi. All right. There we go. Yeah, they move pretty fast. Hopefully the game's not going to be too hard. But anyway, now we just have to do the logic that puts the gap in it in a random location. Which I already have a random height value right here. So... I guess to do that... Hello, Billy T. How's it going? Oh, you already wired up the screen itself? Yeah, I just ripped off the screen from a previous arcade game, so the screen's already wired up. Again, this game is actually just like one-dimensional. It's just the game is actually right here on this line of pixels. And then all these other pixels are just to delay the game. And then the game is also just in this line right here where you get the obstacle that was generated and detect if there's a collision. And that's it. So it's really just generate the obstacle, detect collision. And the rest is just to delay the signal and pretend that you have a game. Durf, have you created the merch channel on Discord? I have something I want to discuss with you. I have not. You can go ahead and discuss with me, though, on Discord. Just go ahead and, you know, discuss. Whatever you want, man. You gotta keep in mind that I'm so disorganized a lot of the time, so... I haven't even made an announcement that there's actually Durf merch available now. I'm not sure if it shows underneath the stream video, but it should show underneath all my videos now on YouTube. Official Durf merch. Available again. It was available back in the old days, and a few people were lucky enough to get it back then, but that was only a limited time type of thing. But now it's back. Hello, the Bloxer boy. Hey, Tricky Gaming, you're here. Durf merge? No, Durf merch. Like shirts and mug and sticker. I might do some more merch, but you know, for like some channel memes and stuff. Those might be limited time stuff though. We'll see. Anyway, how am I gonna do the gap? I think I'm gonna do it like Unfortunately, this number's in the way. I didn't need to disconnect both of them, actually, but... We're gonna do... an entire line. And we're also going to do here plus, and we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to take whatever this random number is plus 4. Okay, so now I have the random number and 4 above it. So now I can just check if I think I need to do less than and greater than, right? 2 columns. Oh, and that means cross-wiring all these pixel things too. Okay. Okay, so then if yeah, everything below this random number. Oh my god, my game's lagging a little bit sometimes. Durf, have you seen the message I left for you in the tech channel, or should I just straight up DM you? It's a good question, actually. That's a good question. Because I do get DMs sometimes, and like usually I just, you know, look at them, but I don't always look at them when I have the chance to respond. So whenever I do that, I tend to forget. And then the same thing happens with mentions in my Discord. So that's sort of when I depend on my Discord community to kind of answer any questions as best they can. I did this wrong. I did this wrong. This has to be the greater than. Because it has to be greater than the smallest number. And then less than the biggest number. Okay, I don't like how my game is lagging. Do I have to stick this on a lift? Like, my game just lags periodically. I don't understand. Do I have to get rid of this? That might have been it. Yeah, that's a lot better. Sort of. Okay. I also just realized that I did not answer your question whatsoever. I am a terrible person. It's not that I don't want to answer your question, or that I want to be mean to you, it's just that I'm becoming more and more brain dead as time goes on. Okay, so there we go, we have a representation of the bottom. The bottom, whatchamacallit. Okay. I might not actually have enough room for this. Let's get ourselves a representation for the top. Which is the same wiring job. But +4. Which is this guy. So if obstacle height +4 is less than pixel values, and this will be the top of our obstacle. I hope I actually got all these connections, because it's hard to see sometimes with all those wires in the way. Okay, 1, 2, counting out loud really helps. 3, 4, to know which connection I'm on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 'Is this 9? Yes, this is 9. 9. 10. Oh my god. 11. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. 14. 15 and 16. There we go. Okay. Try building Journey of the Prairie King, please. At least try. I don't even know what that game is. Sorry. Durf's brain was slain by time. I know, right? Maybe it's lagging because of too many viewers, but we can, but we can fix that. Wow. Okay. How long will you be streaming, Durf? It's been almost 2 hours now. I just want to I want to finish this game up, which might take maybe another hour. I don't know. Because like after we do the obstacle generation, then we have to do the collision detection and finish up the rest of the screen over here too. And then we just close it all up, wrap it in a nice bow, and put it on the workshop. So maybe another hour at most. Durf, my girlfriend has no idea what all this means. Could you explain? It means I don't know. What's the question? I don't know what they know. So I really don't know how to explain it. Cuz like there's a lot of nerdy math number stuff happening here. The short and sweet of it is that we're just making Flappy Bird. We're making a game. We're making a game inside of a game. Anyway, how do I take this? Ah, hold on. Shoot, I don't want to disconnect this. But I'm gonna have to. Or I'm not gonna have to. Instead, what I could do is... just build it over here. Okay. This should work. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the output of these. This is actually... this is so awkward to see. It's easier to grab the connections this way, but then it's hard to connect them. Oh no, wait, I can't. I can't do it this way. Because it's always going to multiply by 0. This is the easiest way to disconnect them. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something even worse. The problem is, I just, like, the connection lines are gonna be in the way no matter what I do. Let's lay them out flat, I think, like this. Because I have the space to do that anyway. So we're going to have to add the output of these first, so that they will be 1. This is 3, 4. I already have this one, 5. And then we're going to multiply them. Only, we're going to multiply this row by this number. Yeah, which pretty much means I have to rebuild it right now. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh wait, we don't need to paint this anymore. Okay, but we will need to paint these. Durf, don't think she has ever seen Skrep Makenik. Oh no. Oh, then this is like the wrong time to introduce her to Skrep Makenik. Because like Skrep Makenik is a game where you are a mechanic and you build with scrap. No, it's, well, creative mode Skrep Makenik is where you can build anything, right? Like you can build cars and stuff. And I'm playing with mods that has more building parts, specifically with like very logical math parts that let you do programming in the game. So this is really more about the mod than the game itself, because like this, what I'm building right now is not, it's not going to be in survival mode at all. Anyway, which one am I on? 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, really this part is the hardest section to wire up because I don't have any sort of like feedback with these number blocks lighting up when I connect them, which is what I've been using so far to really get an idea of did I actually connect it correctly. But I think we're okay as long as I don't get distracted. And then from here on out, I get that light up logic again. We're pretty much at the end anyway. Okay. So now I have the... Wait, why is it 5? Uh-oh. Oh, wait, is it actually 5? I only meant that to be 4. Did I somehow make it 5 tall? 9 plus 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, it will be 5 tall every time. You know, that's fine. That's fine. Let's just go with it. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we're gonna connect this to the multiplication. First to first, second to second, third to third, fourth, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really gotta make sure that I'm connecting it to the actual. Like, look at my screen right now. There's just so many lines everywhere. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have to stand here, by the way, because if I'm doing it from this direction, then I can accidentally connect it to the screen or some other connection dot. So I have to do it from here, just to avoid those problems. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the good part though is that I can check to see which, like, I can actually see the lines light up when I hover over the blocks. So I can see the diagonal line going to the column here. Lets me know which one I'm on. Wait, this is just fourth from the top. Okay, cool. Third from the top. Second from the top. And the top. Okay. Why are you not lit up? I hope you're not glitched out. Yes, instead of Flappy Bird, Durf can make Flappy Snake. I mean, I could. It's sort of like I already made that game with the SF Cave game. This game. Oh boy, that really lagged. That really lagged the games. But yeah, this is essentially what Flappy Snake is. It's a game that already exists. And you can probably find some online version to play, or a downloadable version that's called SF Cave, because this was the original mobile game. And by mobile game, I mean a Palm Pilot. I'm probably speaking nonsense to you guys. You know, only old people will understand what a Palm Pilot is. But yeah, this is lagging my game, so let's delete this. All right. So we have the multiplication finally in place. Let's multiply. We're gonna get. Right. Okay. We just gotta connect this to this entire column of block multiplication blocks. Oh my god, this is so congested with lines. Why did I attach? There we go. That's the way that I wanted it attached. All right, I'm gonna risk it by connecting it from this perspective. Just gonna make sure that when I let go of my mouse button, the dot is actually lit up. And then we'll finally have the obstacles generated. Let me tell you, coding Flappy Bird like an actual programming language does not take this long. Okay, now we connect these to these. And we're getting our blue sky back again. Is that right? Looks right. That one is not right. Okay, which one am I on? Fourth from the top? Third from the top? Second? And the top. Okay. Finally got our blue sky in. Let's, test this out. See how it works. Well, something's not wired correctly. Shoot. It's also really, really fast. It's gonna be a difficult game to play. Like, you might just not fall down fast enough to reach those lower gaps. Something's going on here, though. I'm not sure. Like, this seems fine. Wait, is it sometimes working? Oh, you know what it is? The very first pixel that I'm sending. Okay, hold on. The very first pixel that I'm sending is actually the previous obstacle. At least partially. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. I mean, it shouldn't be a problem. But what happens if I give it a delay of 2 extra ticks? Does that fix the issue? Magically fixes the issue. Okay then, problem solved. This looks like it's going to be a very hard game. Okay. Now we have to do the even better task of displaying a possibility of 3 colors in the column where the bird is. Which is a yellow bird. Just like that. The real question is, can I get this done in the next hour? See you later, Foggy Contacts. I forgot to say that. I saw that you were leaving. Can you stand back for a sec to show all the connections? I can. Durf, I'm going to tell the about you. Oh, tell your friends about it. Thanks. Yeah, sure. Promote me to everyone. Your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, your friends. Hey, Ghost. Glad to see you're back. Yeah, it's kind of a lot of progress. I don't know. Did you see the pipes? We're getting there. Now we're just at the actual game part of the game. We gotta take this bird that flaps, and we gotta put this bird on the screen. But the thing that I'm dealing with is the logistics of getting the color screen to appear. Because we have, by default, a blue sky, or obstacles, or a bird on any one of these pixels. So that's what I'm trying to work through. And this just tells me the position of the bird. So I guess what I'm going to do then is the same thing that I did here. I guess. So what I actually need is... What happens if I take... Okay, hold on. Do I need this? Oh. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Okay. We'll do it this way. Alright, so we'll do, bird minus pipe or bird minus sky. And the number that it gives me is... Really? Really? That's a really big number. Oh, that's because the pipe and sky color numbers are not actually that big. So the bird... Okay. So the bird color is just like a really big number. And there's the first different digit. Really? Really? exactly 1,000 and 2,000. That doesn't make any sense. Because the pipe and sky are... They have a difference of 7,910. How is the bird value precisely... That doesn't make any sense. Because this indicates they have a difference of 1,000. I'm actually confused. It's the bird number color. Oh wait. Oh no, never mind. I thought that was connected to the... I'm actually confused. Bird color minus pipe color. Let's build myself some extra space so that I can actually see the full digits. That was kind of weird. My game broke for a second there and I couldn't place a block. Okay. Start with the highest digit. Oh, you know what? Actually, my problem is that I didn't actually connect these digits. I'm actually bad at this game. Of course, I can't expect the numbers to display anything. I'm telling you, man. I'm a little loopy today. Okay, here we go. We got the full numbers. Okay, so here's the thing then. If I'm sending the color blue or the color green down the line, and yellow is going to be the actual bird on screen, why did I do this again? Why did I do this? Oh, for the differences. Right. So if I want to do the same thing that I did here, if I actually want to display the bird on the blue sky, I just add this number to the blue. That should actually be very easy to do. But if it's a green value, then I need to add this number. Which I might just ignore. Because, like, let's say... Let's see how it looks. Take green, and then we just add this number to it, and we do this. I mean, it still looks yellow, right? It just looks like a different kind of yellow. Or wait, is that the, No. This is the number that I want to add. Yeah, it looks like a darker yellow. Okay, we can be a little bit lazy with this. So we're just going to assume that the whole screen is blue on this side. And then when we want to display our bird, we're gonna add... we need another column of multiplication here. and another column of addition. So here, oops, let's change this to multiplication first. So bird position. Also, I'm gonna have to count the number of ticks from the player control through all this logic to the screen to know how many screen pixels I actually need to skip to make the feel of the game actually like responsive. To make the game feel responsive, that's what I mean to say. I wired something wrong. I'm continuously wiring things wrong. This is awful. Okay, you. Just gotta be careful. Careful with my wiring. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I'm multiplying bird position by the difference of blue and yellow. Which one was that? Yellow goes to here, and blue goes to here, so it's this one. Matter of fact, let's just get rid of this one since I'm not going to need it. Okay, so now this one gets connected to all these blocks, this entire column. And then we're gonna add the blue sky, or really we're gonna add whatever pixels are showing to this column. That's what this addition column is for. And then we have the actual playing column ready to go. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have deleted those whatever. Whatever, I could just rebuild it. But I shouldn't have deleted those numbers because it actually tells me the number that I need for collision detection. Because I can just detect the color if the yellow color, the special yellow, is the combination of the bird yellow and the pipe green. That'll just let me know if the player hit a pipe. All right. So this, wait, where is it? This represents our control, our jump, our flap. Am I gonna have that on the front? Maybe. Maybe. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna have something else. Well, if I want to have the on button the same as the play button, I'm gonna have to create something else, which is sort of like this. So this is our jump button. Yeah, that'll work, actually. Okay. Okay, so let's have our flap button here. Anywhere, it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna paint this white. And having it outside there is actually going to like, instead of, you know, if I have another button out there and then wire it to this button, it's sort of like I did here, it just adds another tick delay, which is something that I don't need to have. And I can just have my game a little bit more responsive. So connect this to all of these. Actually, you know what? I might have to have it delayed a little bit. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because if I press this without the game being on, it just kind of ruins the game. So I need some kind of logic then. Shoot. Well, the good part about that is that then this button can be any color. Doesn't really matter what it is. Okay. So then only if... Back to the logic thing that I had earlier. So if the game is not on, and I press the button, then we turn the game on, which is this. We'll just have a tick button right here for it. Then we turn the game on, which also turns this on. Okay. Now if the game is already on, the game's on, we're generating obstacles, and if the game's on, gravity is being applied to the bird. And we're pressing jump. Then jump the bird. Okay. Cool. So that is... Oh wow, that's crazy logic to do for that. What? Are you ever gonna do logic stream with modded connection dots? Hi Lego Freak, and maybe if I ever remember to not be a dumb, silly boy. Anyway, we have, let's count our logic steps here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, and then the screen, 9. Okay. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pixels back. Maybe? I don't want to go too far back. So we're gonna take whatever the screen is displaying from 5 pixels back. And then we're just going to add that to our bird position yellow. And hopefully things look responsive and smooth. Like, really, this only matters for, this only really matters for the collision detection. But you want the collision detection logic to look like it's actually matching what's happening on screen. You don't want to, like, actually make it through the gap in the obstacles, you know, visually on screen, but then the game go game over because it detected a collision. Like, you don't want that to happen. You want it to actually look like the collision happens. Okay, so now we add that, and then finally we add this to the screen. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay. So after this, we'll actually be able to play the game. There's just no game over or no high score. No nothing. Oh, I also forgot, well, you know what? Let's go with Snake Bird. There we go. We're gonna go with Snake Bird. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, it's actually kind of difficult. And something's messed up. Do you see that? Well, I mean, it's obviously because of the way that I hooked up that that logic there. But there's like a little blink. So I might have actually needed... Maybe I need to make it... let's turn it off. Off. Okay, hold on. Let's give ourselves a seat to play from. Sure. I just gotta pay attention, like, does it look like it's teleporting forward? I think so. Yeah, so I actually have to do the full 9 ticks of delay instead of the 5 that I did. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I actually have to connect it from here. Okay. Like, that didn't actually matter for the for all the other games that I've made, because those were like truly 1 pixel wide games. But because the obstacles are specifically 4 pixels wide, it can look a little silly having any sort of gap in the logic. Oops, oops, oops. Although I want to have an update to the mod pack in the future where, kind of like, it was inspired by Durf just bypassed the bird column using a hidden column for delay. No, I can't do that. I mean, that's sort of what I'm doing. But I have to take the signal from... Let's count the logic steps again, I think. So from the display then, it's one tick. I'm actually confused because I did this... I counted the ticks, the tick delay from the controls, right? But that's not what I want to count it from. So what do I need? How many ticks? It's not just like the... Is it a shorter number of ticks? Because I add bird position to... So normally, like, the screen would be hooked up from this pixel straight into this one, right? But the input for this pixel is actually back here. So this is 1 tick delay. So instead of connecting this one to here, because this column is technically the same as this column, so I need to take this column to connect it there, I think. I don't know. Is that how it works? What am I... These connection lines are confusing me. Let's connect a few and see how it looks. And by a few, I mean everything. It does not look straight when I'm looking at it from underneath. Like, this looks slanted. But it's apparently straight. Okay. Let's just ignore the bird. Yeah, that looks perfect. I don't know why I needed 9 ticks. I'm telling you, I'm getting a little loopy. Okay. So now I actually need to detect the collision Wait, I also need to get rid of the snake, the bird snake. There might be an easy way to do that. This is why we need the new part that we're gonna be making for the mod pack. I didn't even say the other part that I wanted to make. But yeah, one new part is inspired by Satisfactory, which is like an overclock device. So Brent was talking about a logic glitch in here earlier. Maybe I can show you the glitch. Right now, let's show you the glitch. So if you do this, and you have this, let's connect it to this first, so that we can do some white value. It doesn't really matter what. We'll replace this. Okay, so the glitch is that depending on how you connect your color blocks. Remember when I was building this, I built it from right to left, and then from this one I built it left to right. But the connections are going right to left for both of them. So this one is going first built, second built, third built, fourth, fifth to sixth. And then this one is going backwards, because this was 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. So it's going, this row is going from earliest to latest, and this row is going from latest to earliest in order of built. Like the connections is going, I don't know. You know what I mean, though. I hope. I really hope. Anyway, so what I'm going to show you now is we're going to add, this is right, like any sort of gray color. It doesn't really matter what the color is, but if we add a white number between 0 and 1, it makes the block, oh my god, it makes the blocks glow. So you're going to see the glitch is that this row here is going to be instantaneous, and this row is actually going to have a 1 tick delay between the row. So you'll see the glow travel down this line, but it'll be instantaneous for this line. Of course, it just doesn't want to work. Why don't you want to work? Like, not at all? Oh. Okay, so I might have a version of the mod pack that's not working. Also, I didn't connect it. It was connected and I disconnected it. Like a smart boy. There you go. So if I'm tapping this, like you can visibly see on this line, the single pixel is traveling down. But on the line in the back, the entire thing is lighting up and you don't see the block traveling down the line. And that's instantaneous logic. There's no delay between blocks. Yeah. So anyway, the part that I'm thinking of adding to the mod pack actually abuses this glitch. This is a glitch with, not really with Skrep Mechanic, more like how frustrating it is to code for Skrep Mechanic. Because, like, you know, it shouldn't matter in which order you built the parts, right? Like, you connect from one block to the other, it should have a 1 tick delay, no matter what. So it's kind of frustrating making mods for Skrep Mechanic. all the time. It's all the time frustrating. Anyway, I'm thinking of creating a part, like an overclock part, where you just slap it into your, I don't know, you place it down, bam, and maybe that will just overclock all the logic in your part. Or maybe you have to connect it to a logic part. It doesn't matter what you connect it to, but then every connection in that like sort of network of connections will have 0 delay. And that'll be useful for some people to have, like me creating arcade games. It'll be useful to like have some of your logic just have 0 delay. But then sometimes you actually want your logic to have delays, which is, in this case, I want to create collision detection, and the way that I'm thinking of doing it is getting the information of the obstacle generation here, and then running it through a second screen just to detect what happens on this side. And an easy way to do that would just be like another part, sort of like the tick button, where you can put in a number. Let's put in a number. Any number. This is 1 tick every time I'm pressing it, right? But now if I put the number into the tick button, it's delayed a number of ticks. So another new part that I'm thinking of having is sort of like this, where it'll just be like a timer. Where's the timer? Here's the timer. The timer, this is like a logic timer, right? Breaking the game, not gate connected to itself with 0 delay. No. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work with the old-fashioned logic. It's only number logic that you'd be able to overclock. But anyway, the timer, the regular timer, it just takes a logic signal like true or false and adds a delay to it. But we're thinking of another part that takes a number signal, a number value, and adds delay to that. So it'll be like this. As a matter of fact, I could just build it. But like sometimes you need a lot of them, right? That's basically it though. The number 29 for 29 ticks. But like that's not the point. The point of having a delayed signal though is like sometimes you have different numbers. Like you want to have the number 3 or the number, 64 or the number 29, and you have them in sequence coming at like 1 tick delay, or however fast they come in. You just want to delay them for a number of ticks. That's what that part would be for. Anyway, collision detection. So, we already have... hold on. I gotta get rid of the snake bird. That's a bit of a problem. We'll worry about snake bird later. Yeah, we're gonna have to worry about snake bird later. Durf is just saying exactly what I asked for like 3 times this stream. Am I? Spoilers? Yes and no. Do I need this anymore? I do not. So anyway, what I really need is that value again, where I do... This is adding yellow to blue. What I need is to add... Or... This is subtracting yellow and blue. And then I'm adding it together. I'm adding... What am I adding? I'm adding the difference of yellow and blue to whatever the column shows. Okay, so then what I really need is to check the green. No. What I really need is to check the difference between yellow and green. Okay. Is this what I want? I'm checking the difference between yellow and blue and adding that to the screen, assuming everything's blue. Right? So then if I add that color, I'm not smart. If I add that color to the green value, then this is the new yellow that I need to check. We'll paint it dark yellow. Actually, yeah, we can paint it dark yellow, I think, without affecting anything. So this is the value that I have to check for a collision. Okay. Durf, will the overclocking block require a yellow power slug? You know, talking about this just makes me want to switch over to Satisfactory. Like, I want to play it so bad, but at the same time, I don't want to play it off stream, because, like, that's, you guys, I want to include you guys in my progress. Okay, so we're gonna take that yellow, and if the yellow is equal, if that special yellow is equal to any block in this column, which we're gonna connect this column to some column. This is the one that I might have to actually put a longer delay on. Did I already connect that one? Oh no, we've been at this stream for 3 hours. I'm a little overtime. How many connections does that block have? I can't see. I really can't see. Okay, here I might be able to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so then we're on the 5th from the top. Okay. Now 6th from the top. Eighth from the top. Okay, I can see the connections a little bit better if I connect it this way. I just gotta make sure I don't connect it to the screen by mistake. Can I reach it from here? I cannot. You know, this is actually taking, like, way longer than coding Flappy Bird would actually take. But I'm still happy to do it, because this is the first... Did I actually connect that one? Okay. This is the first arcade game that I'm making with, like, a full color screen. The last one had just, like, a green snake, and the rest was black and white. No, don't. You will be streaming for another 7 hours. I know, right? If I play Satisfactory, I'm gonna have to stream it for another 7 hours. Durf, don't check the whole column for super yellow. Just pass the pipe position via a row of math blocks and check if bird height is within the margin. You mean in the gap? But I can't do that. Like, that's basically what I'm doing. It's the same thing. If I'm using these math blocks, then I actually have to account for the delay of every single horizontal pixel to time it correctly. Right? Because I can't check this. Like, there might... How many pixels wide is this? There might actually be, you know, by the time the pipe reaches the bird, there might be other information here. So I have to delay this gap information for all the horizontal pixels just to check if the bird's in there. Because I can't check if the bird's there as soon as the pipe spawns. Because the bird might be below or above, but then when the pipe goes across, it has to go through the gap. Like, that's only when it matters, right? It only matters when the pipe is there. So if I'm checking for the super yellow, as you've called it, then it's already been through the whole delay of the screen. I'm using the screen itself as the delay. So now I just have to connect part of the pixels of the screen to detect collision. Now that might be which... Well, it has to be the playing column. It has to be... Yeah, it has to be this one. Actually, no, it doesn't even have to be this one. It can be this addition block here. This addition column. So let's do that. This is so... So frustrating. Okay. The worst part about building logic in Skrep Makenik is just that your screen is, you know, garbage. Although I'm sure the developers didn't intend for this in Skrep Makenik. I'm sure it's just like, you know, you're playing survival mode. You have to make... You can make... you have the option of, like, logical creations to be there just to help you survive. You definitely don't need Flappy Bird for survival. Okay, how many... I can't even see what I already connected. Did I already connect them? No. Okay, there we go. Let's do some testing. See if we can get a visual representation of, like, it, you know, make sure that it actually detects a collision. As a matter of fact, nah. Let's not hook anything up. We're just gonna have to pay attention. Yeah, okay, they are lighting up. I'm actually doing pretty well in the game without actually trying to. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off. Okay. So, the snake bird is still a problem. Durf, you will get the delay by using a row of math blocks across the screen. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Because I have to do that for every pixel, right? I can't just do one row of math blocks. Because the pipe information is a vertical row. You're basically asking me to duplicate the screen to add delay when I can just use the screen itself for delay. I'm not gonna add a second screen behind this screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that just for the math blocks or just for the delay. Durf, and I thought for a moment the satisfactory conveyors were a mess. Hey, okay, can we not talk about Satisfactory? I'm literally gonna quit Skrep Makenik and go play Satisfactory if the urge becomes too strong. Oh. But seriously though, next time I play Satisfactory, I'm gonna tear up that entire factory. I'm gonna rebuild it. For sure. Especially since I unlocked like the last set of tiers. Or do I work on unlocking everything first and then rebuild the factory? Durf, no, you can send the pipe height number through and calculate the valid positions. But I'm already doing that here. Like, why would I do it again here? Well, I'm basically doing the same thing. I don't understand. I do not understand. It feels like this is less logic. So I'm just using one number for the yellow, and I'm just checking if the playing column has that yellow and where it is. Like, it seems like the same thing in fewer steps, because then I don't have to care what position the pipes are in. So anyway, this is the yellow collision, and now what I have to check is if this is this is the actual position. And these are black anyway. So it's going to a bunch of equal blocks. So I think painting this white's not going to hurt anything. But I just doing that to make sure that this comparison is what I want. So we're going to check if the position is greater than 16 or less than 1. Then we are off the screen. Okay, so now I need to check if any of this... That's actually... Am I stuck? Alright, so if... Oops. There we go. An OR, a regular OR gate. So if I'm above or below or any of these detect a collision, then we're gonna, it's game over. We're gonna stop the game. And that we could just hook up directly to the on switch. Okay, now let's also get a light. We're gonna put, I guess we'll just put a couple lights here. This will just be our on indicator. Alright, let's go ahead and test the collision. So if I hit a pipe, game's over. Oh wait, it's not over. Is it over? Oh, it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it all the time. I basically turned it back on with a collision. Hold on, I have something... Okay, so if any of that detects a collision, and we're already on. Uh-oh. Did I accidentally connect it to something? I don't think so. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then... if we detect a collision and we're already on, then we flip the switch. Okay. So let's try to hit a pipe. Hit a pipe, game's over. And let's do... a special reset as well. Okay, not bad. Now if I go off screen, well, I can't test if I'm going off screen if there's pipes in my way. Okay. Dang it. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, not bad, not bad. This game's a little... It's not too difficult. Durf, but you made the web already, so it's too late to do it the easy way. Okay, how about you go on my Discord and explain what you mean, because I don't... This is the easy way to me. Anyway, we don't need these number blocks anymore. We also don't need these number blocks anymore. Okay. So I think all that's left then is the score counter and fixing Snake Bird. Or do you guys want Snake Bird? Save it. Okay. Well, save it. No snake? Okay, no snake. Which means we gotta do... We gotta do another column of something. Well, we just gotta do whatever the column is minus the number that we're adding onto the column. Is that the way to do it? Or is the way to do it to just hook up this one directly to the one after it? We might be able to get away with that. I don't know. It might look weird, but let's try it. Because that is definitely the easier way to do it, except for the fact that I can't see a gosh darn thing. Like, we can easily do it looking at it from this angle. I hope. I just gotta, pay attention to which connection dot's highlighted to make sure I don't accidentally connect it. Okay, so now that's disconnected. So let's do... let's test this column. Like, this is a very cheaty way of getting rid of the snake, but I'm just curious if the pipes are gonna look... Let's just do a short sample. I want to see if the pipes... The pipes don't look deformed. They look the same width. I think. I don't know. I kind of wish I could just, pause the game and see if they look like they're 1 pixel thicker. It's really hard to tell. Which I think means we got away with it. Durf, read above, use extra hidden column for delay. Use an extra column in between to get the tick delay. I don't think I need it, though. Although I might need it to make my connections easier to make. Where would I be able to put it so that it's easier to connect? Wow, there's actually a thing called Snake Bird? Oh no. Okay. You know, I gotta say, it's kind of noticeable. Oh. Bird just vanished. That's a glitch that shouldn't happen. Yeah, I think that was a glitch with the delay in this logic. Like I pressed jump as soon as there was a collision, I think. That's unfortunate. I mean, I don't think that glitch is gonna happen often, but... Wait, this is not actually connected to anything? Oh wait, yes it is. And we switch the thing on. Okay, so I don't actually need to build this, but I could try connecting this to the reset switch. So if the glitch does happen, I can't even reproduce it even if I wanted to. Maybe I actually fixed it. There we go. I reproduced it. So now the bird is gone, but if I press 1, it resets on screen. Okay, and it ended the game pretty much immediately. Okay, so our single control of start the game and jump also is the button to fix the glitch. I don't know, I should also check... I should also, like, there should be a way to automate that glitch fixing stuff. I just won't worry about it. Just like I'm not worrying about the pipe width. Durf, look up Snake Bird on Steam Store. I kind of don't want to. Okay, so we got everything working, collision detection and everything. Let's get a score counter going, and I think that's it actually. So score counter, same as the other games that I've done. I need to do a number display. We'll do... Am I gonna move my seat? This is a pretty good seat location. Yeah, this is a pretty good seat location. Okay, so then we'll do high score. Sorry, our current score will be here, and our high score will be over here. And I'm only doing 3 digits for the score. Not doing any more than that. And then this will be the high score reset. So current score, high score. So for the current score, we're gonna do just a counter block here. And every time we get a new score, we're just gonna count up. Count up by 1. Now, where is the script that stops the game? The collision, right? It's the collision. If it's this guy. If we leave the... Yeah, this is only if we collide or leave the screen, then we turn off. So then that's also going to reset our current score. Because that only happens while the game's on, right? Yes, it only happens when the game's on. Okay. Let's go ahead and connect this to score counter in front. And now we need a math block here. If our current score is greater than the saved high score, then we're also going to, this is a logic gate, perfect. And we're also going to write the number value. Oh wait, I can't use this. It's okay, I'll just do this. Problem solved. Then we'll write the high score to the high score. Okay, so now we get a score. Whenever we press this button, it's every time we've passed a pipe successfully. I think that's how Flappy Bird calculates high score in the game. Not sure. So basically what we need to do is check one of these back pixels for the green value. The very last bottom pixel will always be either green or blue. So now if, there we go. If the last pixel is green, that means we passed a pipe. Oh, and it's also got to be a tick. So we passed a pipe. If, yeah, because it's gonna be on for 4 or 5 ticks in a row. So we want to reduce it down to just 1 tick, because we don't want to add We don't want to add a score of 5 for every pipe. Anyway, if that is on and the game is on, tick and game on, add score, and I think that's it. I think we're finally good to go. Only took 3.5 hours. Alright, well, that was a failure. That was a... Let's just pretend these didn't happen. Cool, we're not counting up. Why are we not counting up? Okay, this game might actually be harder than I thought. Ah. Why aren't we counting up? Is it never equal to green? Is that the thing? No, that flashed on. Maybe it just doesn't work that way. Because I was sending a number 1. I was sending a number 1 into the tick button, which sets the length of ticks. Okay, I just need to get a higher score than 0. Come on. There we go, there's 1. Oh. Didn't write the high score, though. There's 1. Is Flappy Bird this hard? Come on. There's 2. There's 3. Okay, so it's just writing the high score, my previous score. Okay, I might be able to fix that. Because this should be 5 instead of 4. Done. Okay, now I think we're actually done. I just gotta beat my high score of 4. Come on. Oh, come on. No! No! Durf, increase gravity. I mean, that was something I did so early in the stream. I'm not sure if I want to fiddle with that. Oh, come on. I could have had it. Whew. It's a little bit hard. Shoot, I might actually have to tweak the gravity a little bit. Or I can just get some pro gamer skill. Oh my god, that was close. No! No! Alright, let's reset. I just want to make sure... I want to make sure it's actually recording the high score properly. And it's not. It's just not recording... it's still doing one lower than my actual score. Which doesn't even make sense. This should be greater than or equal to. Right? So every time a pipe passes here and the game's still on, why do I have 2 AND gates? Why don't I get rid of this one? And we'll check if the game's still on over here. And that tick button is actually just this tick button. Not that that really changes anything, because I'm not sure why my high score has to be... My current score has to be greater than or equal to the high score, right? So even if it's equal, it's going to try to write it. This doesn't make sense. Let's just try it again. Maybe that rewiring that I did. Let's also reset this, because I don't want to have to try and get a... I don't want to have to try to get a high score. Because clearly I can't. Yeah, it's just not writing it. Why? That is so weird. Hello, class. Class Muller. Durf, use max. Max score. It's really the same thing, though. Okay, so let's get rid of this logic gate. That's the logic gate that writes the high score. Yeah, if the game's on... So then I don't need this. Well, I do need it, but not for this purpose. And then I change this to max. So then no matter what, I'm always just writing to memory. Okay, let's try that. Still doesn't write the 3. Does it write? Hold on, I gotta focus a little bit. It's just not writing at all anymore. Let's redo this a little bit. We have current score, right? Current score is... Oh, you know what? I forgot to actually... Okay, no, that was right. I'm pretty sure that was right. I just forgot to actually hook up the thing. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're gonna check which one's max. The highest number. And then every time we increment the score, we're gonna write to memory. And what are we writing to memory? We're writing whatever max is. Okay, let's try that. It just doesn't work. I had a high score of 3. It just doesn't want to write. There it goes again. It's writing the number before the number before the number. Like, how is this the problem that I'm having? You can try delaying the writing of the high score. By 1 extra tick. Ah, shoot. Well, clearly it still didn't work because it doesn't write my high score of 1. Oh my god, how am I having such a hard time playing Flappy Bird? Yeah, it's still just not writing. Still just not writing the right number. Let's delay it for a few ticks, and we'll see. Does the counter update your score even when you died? No, because as soon as you die, the game turns off. There's like an on-off switch. Oh, this is not how I test. Okay, that seems to work. So I think all I needed to do was just delay it a little bit. Which is kind of silly. Kind of silly. But I think that's it. Let's maybe tweak the gravity a little bit. Which is really not what I want to do. Like if I make it twice as fast. I might have to make more upwards force as well. Let's see how this does. Wow, it's kind of... Oh my gosh. I think I need a little bit more upwards force. Which means more tick buttons. It doesn't make the game any easier, let's just put it that way. It really doesn't. Like, you accelerate pretty quick to the ground, but I think this is also more accurate to what Flappy Bird actually is. But yeah, just keep in mind, though, that, like, the screen's not that tall. You know what? This might be better. Oh, that was close. Well, if I'm doing this well, then the gravity adjustments were pretty good. What do you guys think? Should I do even stronger gravity or more jump force? I don't know. I think this is fine, though. I think this is fine. Alright, I guess let's paint some artwork.
Searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name. Grasping.
I don't know. Some artwork for Flappy Bird. Because when I upload this to the workshop, I'm just gonna take a picture of the back of it. So let's see then how that looks. Eh. One thing missing, snake birds. Slower pipes. I can't really do that without rewiring the entire screen. Yeah. The game is a fake game where, like, the pipes are generated just on this line of pixels here, and then they're wired directly, like a bunch of logic gates that you just wire one after another. That's the speed. For me to make slower pipes, I have to make a screen that's behind the actual screen. So basically, this entire screen, which is a lot of color blocks, the screen has to be like 2 or 3 blocks thick, and that means a lot more logic. Now, we're just starting with simple, very, very simple arcade games for now. Although I think the next one... Let me see, I don't have my to-do list open. But I have a bunch of arcade game ideas on there. One of them is eventually going to be Snake. Like a snake game. Not Snake Bird, but like an actual snake game, where you have food and your snake grows in length. I'm not sure if that's going to be the next one that we do, but that one is going to require a screen behind the screen, since our snake can move in any direction. Anyway, let's just go with this, because it's about time that I stopped streaming. Just add a timer behind each color block. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a screen behind the screen. It's way too much logic. The game is not gonna Game's not gonna like that. Anyway. Flappy Bird. Press 1 to flap. Press 1 to start the game. Press 1. Press that like button to fill your... I don't know what I'm typing. I don't know what I'm typing. Durf, where should I talk about the number logic in the Discord? Wherever you want, or the Skrep Makenik channel? Oh, that's right, I can't save it yet. I gotta delete my high score. And also, thank you for mentioning that, because then I'm gonna ask... And I'm also gonna ask you guys watching this stream, you know, live or not live, if you end up playing Flappy Bird the game, write your high score in the comments of this live stream down below. Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see what high scores, what type of high scores people get. And I gotta be checking the comments of this video. I'll also be checking on Steam if you want to put your high scores there, but who knows, I might ignore the high scores on Steam. So the only real way to let me know your high score is on the YouTube comments. Okay, so let's go ahead and share this. And then we'll take maybe 5 to 10 minutes trying out the game that we just spent nearly 4 hours playing, or making, I should say. Visibility, public. There you go. Flappy Bird, the arcade game. Well, see, can we Discord about the rank thing you were talking about, Durf? Oh yeah, the special role is just donation legend, because you've been donating every stream so far, and I very much appreciate it. So I just gotta let you, I gotta figure out who you are on Discord, and then I can give you that role. Unless you're talking about something else. Oh, I dropped down too far. Oh, shoot. My last high score was 13, I think. So that's really what I'm trying to beat right now. You know, I could have at least given this a better paint job. Oh my gosh. Wow. That lags when you spawn it in. That is gross, Skrep Makenik. Why do you do this? Yeah, there we go. Just give it a nice black case. And maybe a red seat. Or maybe a yellow seat, since you are the bird. And the bird is the word. Okay. Every time I gotta make sure I'm not, like, overwriting the image that I made last time. I have to go, so can someone leave Durf's high score in the comments so I can add Sankey Bird? Okay, cool. It updated. And it's public. There's Flappy Bird with a black case. Alright. But yeah, the highest score that I've ever gotten while testing was 13. Let's try and get a decent high score in the next few minutes, because then I gotta go. As YouTube just cuts off my music while I'm playing. And if you guys haven't already, smash that like, subscribe button. Check out my merch. If you want a Durf shirt and you want people to say, "Hey, what does Durf mean?" And then you won't be able to explain. You'll just have to show them my YouTube channel. And you know what? Just for the people that are still watching. Oh, bird's gone. Just for the people that are still watching, if you do decide to buy some Durf merch, use code Skrep for free shipping. That's something that I actually haven't mentioned anywhere else. There's a special code that I put for my merch. You can get free shipping. And I'm probably not gonna mention the code anywhere else too, so it's only you guys that get it. This is honestly too hard. Or I'm just bad at it. Like, when I tried actual Flappy Bird, I was pretty bad at it too. It's the low pipes that get me. Because I think it's easy, oh my god, it's easy to push, oh jeez. It's easy to push the button. I got 9, okay, it's easy to push the button to like go up, right? But then you have to let yourself fall down, you have to push nothing and just be at gravity's whim. Oh, man. Say Snakebird in a Peter Griffin voice. Well, I can't do impressions very well, but I imagine Peter Griffin would say something like how Peter Griffin does so many voices. Do you just mean like, Snakebird, like that? Like he's amused with the idea of a snakebird? I don't do impressions very well. But I could probably mimic his mannerisms if I really go at it. The voice won't sound the same, but I can talk like he talks. Even if I don't sound like him. The guy that does Peter Griffin's voice, though, he's basically the creator of Family Guy and American Dad. But he does voices, like, he's a voice actor, and he does crazy... He voices both Peter and Stewie, so he has quite the range of voices at his disposal. Really crazy talents to have. Oh my god, I'm doing horrible. You should add a little pop-up bird that flies out when you go too high in the game. Nah, it's too late for that. I only have like 2 minutes left. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Or explosives. No explosives. But anyway, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it here, folks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, remember to hit that like, subscribe button. It certainly helps me out. And even if you don't have a high score to share in the comments, do leave a comment, because that also, it lets YouTube know that you know, what I did here today is worth talking about. Plus, I just love to see the things that you guys have to say on my videos. You know, out of all the things that really motivate me to do YouTube, the comments is probably one of the biggest ones. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say, and enough of me talking about that. I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow. We'll do something else. Bye, everyone!